Minister Masutha said that the decision to withdraw South Africa from the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court was not taken lightly. Speaking in the National Assembly, he said that South Africa remains committed to fight against human rights abuses. Today's debate on the matter drew mixed reaction from opposition parties.
The Rome Statute came into effect in July 2002. South Africa was one of the 124 international states who were party to the signing. 34 African nations signed. Last month, Cabinet took the decision to withdraw. A decision, Masutha says, was made after careful consideration.
South Africa's commitment to the protection of human rights and the fight against impunity is unwavering despite its decision to withdraw.
The DA has expressed its reservations about the flaws within the ICC, but says the decision to withdraw is based on the Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir saga.
This unsavory Omar al-Bashir saga, which will go down in history as one of the lowest points of this ANC government, ultimately told us that we have a Minister of Justice who do not really believe in the supremacy of our Constitution or the rule of law.
The intention to withdraw from such a body without committing to an alternative one is tacitly anarchist in nature. We are also shocked that government has not consulted other organs of state to take such a drastic step.
We feel it incumbent upon ourselves to suggest a middle way approach and compromise in this matter, which will rather see a reformation of the ICC and addressing of issues and concerns that certain nation states, including South Africa, have raised, rather than a complete withdrawal from the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court.
The NFP fully supports the decision of our government to withdraw from the Rome Statute, which binds us in a relationship of reciprocal obligation with the International Criminal Court.
The first thing that the government should have sought to do was to try and transform the ICC, right? The second step was to say in Africa, we need to make sure that we build the institutions that we need to be able to fight against human rights abuses.
It is clear that the hearts and minds of the ANC and this government has been captured by an inward-looking short-term attitude that seeks to extract, accumulate and destroy at the expense of the innocence of this country.
The decision taken by the President in his cabal to withdraw from the ICC was simply unconstitutional, unlawful, arrogant and immoral.
There can be no doubt that the ICC's almost exclusively African-focused prosecution is regrettable. However, what is crucial is that the majority of cases that have been referred to the court have been done so by the relevant African states or their citizens themselves.
Decision to withdraw from the ICC is unwise, and it is a matter of grave concern.
We have lost our moral authority among nations. We have now become defenders of dictators, crooks, political zombies.
Let me explain why the ANC decided to instruct this government to pull out South Africa out of the ICC as a matter of urgency. Firstly, ICC emphasized punitive measures towards the perpetrators of human rights as the only way of solving conflicts, irrespective of whether this will harm endeavors to establish permanent peace. The foreign policy of the ANC government, on the other hand, is anchored on the values of Ubuntu.
Masutha responded to the debate, saying the ANC did not decide on this move behind Parliament's back, saying the party was always transparent about its decisions. The DA has, however, sought direct access to the Constitutional Court for further clarity on the matter. This move is being supported by the ACDP. Abra Babia, SABC News, Parliament.